Hey everyone, welcome back, and today we're in the newest snapshot 20W51A, and this will be the last snapshot of the year 2020, and the next snapshot will come out in the next year. So that is that. So right here we have the highly anticipated mob, which is the axolotl. So you can get them by spawning them with a spawn egg, or you can spawn them by a bucket like this. So there are 4 types of axolotl. The gray, what is this? Why? Brown one, the pink, the yellow one, and also a sort of bluish white kind. And they are supposed to be in water, but they can also live on land like this. So let's spawn 2 of them into the water, and this is how they look like. They are a lot fatter than I thought they would be. Okay, so now let's see the attributes of the axolotl. So first of all, they are amphibious. Axolotl currently love tropical fish, though this may change. Tropical fish or tropical fish buckets can be used to make axolotl. So you can either use one of these, or you can just straight up use an item. So now let's try to use a bucket of tropical fish for this one, and use an item for this guy. So okay, so it turns out they cannot live on land. They'll eventually suffocate, just like that. I didn't know that. So right here we have a baby axolotl. They're super tiny and cute. And okay, axolotl will swim around with you if you're holding a tropical fish or tropical fish bucket in one of your hands. So let's try that. And immediately this axolotl wants to follow me. So it's the same with using a weed to attract sheep or cows. It works the same. When the player kills a mob that the axolotl was attacking or being attacked by, the axolotl will show its appreciation by granting the player temporary regeneration and removing any mining fatigue effects. So that's pretty interesting. And how do you get from here to there? Okay, so let's try that. So we'll spawn in a tropical fish and try to kill it. Wait, it wasn't tropical fish? Or was it? Let's try it in survival. I mean, we're not getting any effects, but it says that, yeah, that's the case, but I don't know how to get it. So now let's move on. You can pick up your axolotl in a water bucket and carry it around like a salmon or cod. So quite normal. You can just pick up like this, and they will be in your bucket. Axolotl will always chase after squids or other types of fish. Now let's see that. That's actually pretty interesting. Oh, okay. By chasing around, it means that they will attack them. Okay. Oh, maybe you can test it like this. I'm not getting any effects. Axolotl are skittish, but they will attack drowned and gardens if you tempt them with their favorite food. Okay, let's try that. So we'll spawn in a drown somewhere around here. So normally they won't tag the drown, is what it says. But if we take out the tropical fish, oh, okay. Wow. What happened? Oh, wait. Oh, they will pretend to be dead. I believe that is it. That's pretty interesting. Oh, and the axolotl win. So that's pretty interesting. Axolotl do not like it out of the water and will dry up and begin taking damage if they're out of water for longer than 5 minutes, which is what happened there. An axolotl will not dry up as long as they're in water or rain. Sometimes when an axolotl takes damage, it will pretend to be dead so that it stops being attacked. Now that is a new mechanic by a mob. So that is the first time that any mob pretends to be dead and the other mobs actually don't attack them, which is quite an interesting mechanic. There are 4 common varieties and 1 rare variety of axolotl. So the 4 variety I showed for just now, but there turns out to be 1 more rare variety. So let's try to get one. Oh, here's one. So this is the rare variety, I believe. So this is the special one, which appears to be a bit purplish and also blue. And this is the rare one. And I only spawned in 1 after this many tries, so this is a pretty rare axolotl right here. And also axolotls do not spawn in the world in the what? Axolotls do not spawn in the world yet. Oh, that I believe is a typo. But you can find spawnix for them in the creative inventory. So that makes sense. They still don't spawn in naturally, and so they still won't spawn into the world naturally, but you can get them by using spawnix for now, and the natural spawning will be implemented in the future. And now let's get into the changes in this snapshot. So there are 2 types of changes. So one of them is bundles and shulker box. So now let's get into the changes in this snapshot. So the first one is bundles and shulker box. Items will now drop their items when destroyed, which I don't really know what it means, because what does that mean? And there isn't any more text to say what it is, so I guess that's that. And the second one is some changes have been made to the sculk sensor. So now let's look at that. So the first one is eating start has been removed as an event for a few reasons. It is inconsistent with our philosophy around vibrations. Mining a block is not considered a vibration because a physical event hasn't happened in the world yet. You can stop mining and the block will revert. This is the same for eating. You can start eating but then stop and the food reverts as if eating never occurred. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. So it is not sending any events or vibration. And the reason for that is, let me show you something. So breaking a block like this, when you break it, they won't send any vibration because they will revert if you stop mining. And that is the same with eating. It wasn't widely considered to be a useful event for players to use sculk sensors with, So that is another reason. And the last reason is eating finish is staying and will likely be much more useful to sculk sensors in the scenario. So if this is the case for breaking block, now the eating is also the same. So now walking on wool will not cause vibrations. Let's see if carpet is the same. So we'll just place some carpets on top of the wool. Oh, and looks like it's also... Wait, let me test this. Okay, so if you place carpet on wool, it will not send any vibrations, but if it is on top of something else, it will still cause vibration. So yeah, it's whatever, but again, breaking or placing a wool doesn't send any vibrations, so I mean it must be the same for the carpet, right? And it's still not the case. And now another change is throwing wool onto the ground will not cause any vibrations, like that. So let's try throwing a normal item, just like that. Now let's try to throw a carpet. Yup, it's still the same. Sculk sensors are now silent while waterlogged, so you can hear that there is a sound whenever a sculk sensor activates, like that. But if it is waterlogged, it will not make that sound. Like that, it is silent, but it still receives the vibrations. So that means you can hide your sculk sensor activating if you're doing a hidden combination lock like me, and you can use this. Okay, and now let's get into here. So vibration frequency changes. As we continue to consider feedback from the community, some changes to the frequency range have been made. We expect this to change quite heavily up until release to figure out the most interesting ranges for gameplay, and as always, feedback is extremely welcome. Here's the newest table in this snapshot. So all of the frequencies have been changed for what you do, and the frequency value has been changed quite a lot. So stab is still 1, flap has been changed to 2, swim I forgot what it was. Let's see, like splash is still the same. Yeah, most of them are still the same, but there are some changes to the vibration types and their frequency type values. So hopefully guys enjoyed today's video. If guys did, make sure to leave like and also subscribe. If guys want to read more about this snapshot, the article link will be in the description, and you can just click that link and it will take you to the official article of the snapshot. So that is it for today's video. I'm Proxty, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!